We are learning the next topic, which is pointer and structure. In our earlier class, we have learned that how can we use the array with the structure. Now we are learning that how the pointer can be used with the structure. We all know the concept of pointer. Pointer is the variable which is going to store the address, or we can say that it is point to some address. So let's see how we can make the program of the structure with pointer. Let us suppose that I am taking the case 1 in which we are using a simple pointer with the structure. So struct is the keyword we are using to create a structure. Let us suppose student. So one structure is created with the name student, and we are declaring int roll number. So one roll number is declared of integer type, and float type marks we have declared. Talking about the variable of the structure, there are two methods of creating the variable. We can say that struct student stu, that is the option, or we simply write the stu here. Now I don't want the variable, I want the pointer variable. So I will write here star, and I am putting the ptr. So this one is the pointer variable we have used. Now how can we access the structure with the help of pointer? Let us assume that I am making a program void main. Inside the void main, we are going to take out the input of the members, which is roll number and marks. So we will say scanf %d for the integer value. We know that we will use the and sign for the scanf. Now this ptr pointer is going to point to roll number. We will not write ptr.roll. No. This is no way of using the pointer. We will use a arrow sign. This arrow sign we will use. And this arrow sign is the combination of dash and greater than operator. So this is called the arrow operator. So this arrow operator is used instead of dot when you are using the pointer. Everything is same otherwise, only we are using the arrow operator. You know that arrow looks like this. So to make this arrow in our system, we use the dash and the greater than sign. So how we are using it? We will simply write ptr is pointing to roll number. So this arrow sign we will use, otherwise all the program is same. If I have to take the input for marks, we will write scanf %f for the float value because marks is a float, and sign. From the ptr we are going to use the marks. As the ptr is pointer, so we will say ptr pointing to marks. That is the only difference. Now afterward, if I have to print, we know it, we will write printf %d comma, from the pointer we are going to access the roll number, and similarly we are using the printf %f for the floating value, and from the pointer we are going to access the marks. I am using the arrow operator. It is actually the combination of dash and the greater than sign, and the program close. So this way the pointer can be used with the structure. I am taking one more example in which structure, array and pointer all are used together. So now we are taking one example. Same example I am quoting. Let us suppose that we are having a structure, struct student, and in this structure we are having the integer type roll number and float type marks. Now we know that the object or the variable of structure can be created here. There are two ways. One, I used to write stu2. That means there are two students who are going to access the structure. Means we are using here array as the structure variable. This topic we have discussed. Comma star ptr, and we are using the pointer also. So in this example we are using the array as the structure variable and the pointer. So these both things we will learn here and see how the pointer will be used in this question. That is a different concept. So I am taking a small example here. So we are taking void main. So this example we have discussed earlier that if I has to take the input for the different roll number, because we know that there are stu0 and stu1. In the earlier lecture we have discussed this thing that roll number is one block and marks is one block, and that is for the student 0. Similarly, we are having the roll number and the marks for the student 1. Because it is student array, stu2 means student 0 and 1. So it is the roll number and this is the marks for student 1, and this one is the roll number and marks for student 0. Actually we are representing the index value 0 and 1, that's why we are taking this. Now to access this we have already learned that we will use the for loop. There we will pass the value of I, stu means stu0 and stu1. So we are writing here I is equal to 0 and the starting, or we can declare the I simply. So we are declaring the I, int I, and that is for running the loop. We are saying for I is equal to 0, I less than 2, because array size is 2. So we are saying I less than 2, I plus plus. And here if I has to take the input, so we will say scanf. For the integer type roll number we are saying %d, comma. Now how to access the roll number? If I has to access from the stu means array, then I will say stu I dot roll number. What we are doing is we are taking the input via array. Next time scanf %f for the float type marks, then stu I dot marks. And because we are taking the input, we will write the address before that. So and sign will be there. Now with the help of for loop, it will run for the value of 0 and 1, because I equal to 0 and less than 2. So it will run for 0 and 1 values. For stu0, we will take the input as roll number. Let us suppose the roll number we have taken is 11. And stu0 dot marks, let us suppose marks are 97. Then the value of I will be incremented to 1. And stu1 dot roll number, let us suppose the roll number we have mentioned 12. and stu1 dot marks, let us suppose marks are 98. So stu2 is not there because loop will run from less than 2. Now the input part is over. I want that output should be via the pointer. So how to work with that? Very interesting. Now again we are saying for, because already there are two members, right? Two students are there. For I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. So means 2 times the loop is going to run. Now I'm saying PTR is equal to, means pointer is equal to, and stu I. Just imagine stu I, the value of I is right now 0, so address of student 0 means the pointer is now pointing here, stu 0 right now. And you know that if I has to take the input with the help of the pointer, or I has to take the output, then the arrow sign is used. So how I will take the print? We will use printf %d for the integer value, then comma, this time this pointer which is pointing to the address of stu0 will take out the roll number. And also we will use the printf %f comma ptr marks. So this way the pointer is going to take out the roll number and marks for the first value. Now when the I will increment, now PTR will point to stu1. Now the PTR is having the power of student 1. So now for that the 12 and 98 can be accessed, because this for loop will work for 2 times. So this is how the pointer in structure can be used. We can use a direct pointer to the structure as we have seen in the first example, or we can use the pointer which is pointing to the array, and for the array which is the element of the student structure. So that can also be possible. So in the first example there is a direct pointer which is using, and in the second example we are using the array and the pointer with the help of the structure.